I decided to take Erin to the place I go to when I feel lost or feel the need to get lost. It's like a sauna room with foliage, fish, and other wild things.
Warm. That was the first word that came to mind. I'd been here before.
For me, the bird of paradise flower holds a very special place in my heart. It's the flower we had in my dad's funeral arrangement 3 years ago, when we lost him unexpectedly. Having the flower situated behind her reminded me that my dad still has my back just as I had hers in this activity. For that reason, this exercise felt like a very out-of-body experience for me.
I felt like I was shooting aimlessly, trying to get different angles of our location. I wanted so badly to explore the flowers and plants I knew surrounded me.
Watching people walk down the narrow path to see Erin sitting on the bench blindfolded was interesting to observe.
I must have freaked people out, jumping at every chance I had to capture something I had control over.
One man was startled and ran by. Another waited until she removed her blindfold to ask what all of this was about.
I noticed someone's footsteps stop right in front of me. I'm not sure if I imagined it, but it felt like they were staring right at me.
But the most touching moment was capturing this grandmother and child. The baby girl was fascinated with the koi fish more than anything else going on.
I could feel Monica standing in front of me, and all I could hear was her shudder with the muffled sound of distant voices. Our shutters kept clicking as we engaged in a photo war. I'm biased, of course, but I think I won. Now that I could see, I chose to go somewhere I knew would have people, but wouldn't be too loud or crowded. I loved the contrast of the concrete and brick amongst all the trees.
Scattered was the first word to come to mind. I could hear people around me walking to and from, but I couldn't place anything or anyone. I felt strangely aware of my surroundings, but simultaneously lost in them.
I let myself get lost in the details I knew Monica couldn't see.
So I embraced the sounds of distant feet, conversations, and leaves rustling in the breeze.
I've gotten distracted with the details and forgot to set a timer.
There was a low humming coming from somewhere in front of me. Turns out it was from the parking garage.
I was fascinated with getting a photo of this light. I don't know what it was about it, it just felt aged. You could see the impact of time on its glass.
I was nervous a moment before clicking my shutter at the close passerby, but didn't hesitate for too long.
I realized photographing unsuspecting people may actually be easier with a blindfold on. Without one, you can see them staring back at you.
Music moved in circles from passing cars, sound bouncing off of every surface. Then quietness returned when classes resumed. One of the final things I heard keenly without my sight was Erin's shudder and her saying,
That's a wrap.